possible futures for GLP-1s and how we might use them. And I think your mind is the only limitation with how you could use this. He even said here it can help in prevention and curing of metabolic diseases. It just has so many applications. This is a very far out in the future application of this. So I'm at Obesity Week this week in Atlanta with 50,000 of the leading experts in obesity and metabolic health. And I am sharing what I'm hearing and what I find interesting based on the talks that I've been going to. So this talk may sound crazy. Novel pancreatic gene therapy for metabolic disease. Localized, durable, nutrient responsive. Let me break it down for you very simply. He took GLP-1s and used a bunch of different models. He started out with mice, he also used pigs, and he injected them into the pancreas. But he didn't inject like tirzepatide or semaglutide. He injected the gene that makes those, that expresses GLP-1s naturally. One time he injected that into pancreatic cells of pigs, and they showed glycemic control with that. So then he goes to a mouse model where he gives it to them IV, and it is taken up through like insulin promoters. This gene is expressed one time given to them. And he went through and highlighted all the different trials and data and everything on this. Basically, he had two types of mice. He had mice that were fed a high-fat diet the whole time, and mice that were fed a regular diet, then a high-fat diet after they were given this injection. So the mice that were given the injection didn't necessarily reduce their body size. They didn't have that effect necessarily, but they weren't obese to start with. But the big finding here was they had glycemic control. They had a better insulin response. When they were switched over to that high-fat diet, their glucose should have spiked and stayed high, like the other mice, but it didn't. It remained consistent. But it's super interesting that we can use genes to express something we might be missing, like GLP-1s, which are naturally occurring in our body, just so everybody knows. This talk was from Randy Seeley. He's at U of M. Shout out to my fellow Michigander that's here. But this was wonderful research. I loved hearing about it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this crazy cool application of GLP-1s that could happen in the future. Remember, this is just educational content and news reporting. This is not medical advice whatsoever.